Holy shiznits. Hell yes. All right. So, guys, we got a good amount of news. We have 4 cards dropped, and I believe these are the 4 cards that are revealing what the other 4 strategies are going to be for the next Duelist pack. The dark one with what we already had Bakura released. I believe these are just going to be the last like 4 released, which is awesome. So let's get into this. There's only 1 card from each one, so they're just kind of they're just sprinkling us with the first card from each of the other archetypes. Before we get into it, I want to apologize for my voice. I did just wake up, so I got like that morning hoarseness. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I feel like everybody gets it. So let's get into it. I don't want to waste too much time here. So we'll start with Evil Hero Malicious Bane. A new Evil Hero fusion. God, this is dope. So I brought this up in my video. I did bring up Evil Heroes. I did flash Jaden really quick and be like, it is a possibility that they do give us like sort of Jaden support, but Evil Heroes, not because he doesn't play Destiny. He never played Destiny here, but like Evil Heroes, not Elemental Heroes. So pretty dope. This guy looks pretty freaking cool. Let's zoom in on him so you can see this. Yeah, Malicious Bane, pretty cool. 3,000, level 8, Dark Fusion. Oh no, why'd I do that? Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Alright, so materials. He takes any Evil Hero monster plus 1 level 5 or higher monster. Oh, must be special summoned by Dark Fusion. Do we have Dark Fusion yet? I gotta look that up. Hold on. You can only use this card's name, second effect, once per turn. First effect says he cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Okay, 3k, that can't be touched by destruction. That's pretty nice. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. You cannot attack with monsters for the rest of this turn, except with hero monsters. Also, destroy as many monsters as your opponent controls as possible with less than or equal to this card's attack. And if you do, this card gains 200 attack for each one destroyed. This card literally just like Raigekis your opponent's board, essentially. Like, not many boards are going to be, not many boards, not many decks are going to be able to even summon monsters with even 300 or 3,000 attacks. So just a straight up Raigeki that can't be destroyed by battle card effect. Okay, not a bad start. I mean, not amazing, but pretty good. Hold on, let me look up Dark Fusion real quick, just to make sure we don't already have a Dark Fusion. Right. So are they just trying to give like every version of Heroes like a busted? Okay. So we do have it. Let's see. Oh my god, my computer's so slow because I just turned on. Okay. Send from your hand or your side of the field the fusion materials that are listed on a Fiend-type fusion monster card, then special summon that fusion monster card from your extra deck. The special summoned monster cannot be targeted by opponent spells, traps, or the effects or other effects this turn. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like a regular polymerization. It just hand or your side of the field. So it's kind of just like regular polymerization, except the protection effect. It's nothing crazy, but hopefully it's searchable in some way. But pretty cool. All right, the next archetype we have is Earthbound, Super Priest. I talked about Earthbounds. I said I don't really expect them to be in here because Earthbounds were spread across multiple different characters. There were like 5 different villains that had each of the Earthbound Immortal cards. So I was like, I guess it's a possibility. It is a dark base archetype. It just seems like a weird one just because it doesn't really have a specific character. But I guess there was one main villain. I think somebody posted in the video there was like one person that was a main villain. So Earthbound does work, and I guess that might be what we're getting here because we have Earthbound Super Priest, a level 8 Dark Fiend effect monster, 29, so pretty big. His 3 effects are all hard ones per turns. If you control a synchro monster or monsters, and have a synchro monster or monsters in your graveyard, you could special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's not great. I mean, as a special summon effect, yeah. I mean, it takes that's a decent amount of setup right then and there. You're going to have to put at least 2 monsters on the board to do the first synchro, and then put another monster on the board to do a second synchro. So that's weird. During your main phase, you can add 1 Earthbound Immortal monster from your deck to your hand. That's pretty cool. That's once per turn. It's not even like on summon, so if you keep him on board, which is a 29/29 beater, you just get to search a new Earthbound Immortal every turn. Just pretty cool. You just have to be able to make those synchros. When an Earthbound Immortal monster is normal summoned, while this card is already in the monster zone, you can make your opponent's life points become 3,000. Oh my god. Alright. That's weird. That's crazy. So essentially that's like game, I'm assuming, in most situations. I mean, it depends on the actual situation, but that's kind of crazy. Just make their life points 3,000. They could have 8,000. They could have dogwooded you, the new hand trap that raises your life points. They could have dogwooded you, and you just still bring them down to 3,000. Alright, I mean, it's Earthbound Immortal support. We'll see what the rest is. Hopefully, it all synergizes together real nice, but he looks badass. Next, we have Gimmick Puppets. Will we get the Gimmick Puppet Link monster here? I think this is a perfect opportunity for it, because I don't think it really fits in anything else, but you've got Gimmick Puppet Gigantus Doll, a rank 4 Dark Machine XZ's monster, 0 attack, 2,000 defense. He takes 2 level 4 Gimmick Puppets, and both of the 6 are hard ones per turns. And you can use both in the same turn. You can attach 2 materials from this card, then target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls. Gain control of them until the end of this turn. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except for Gimmick Puppet monsters, and you cannot attack with monsters except XZ's monsters. Holy shnikes. This card is kind of nuts. Like, going second, you just attach 2, then target up to 2, and just gain control of them? They don't even get them back. It's like a permanent steal. That's kind of nuts. Okay. You contribute this card. All monsters with the level you control become level 8 for the rest of the turn. Okay, so that's what you do. You steal 2 monsters. Well, it doesn't work with Lynx or XZs already, but if you, assuming they're not Lynx or XZs, you steal 2 monsters. You tribute this to make them both level 8, and then you make one of the rank 8 Gimmick Puppets. That way you can attack with that. And I don't remember what all of them do, but I think there are a couple rank 8 Gimmick Puppet cards that are actually decently strong. So, pretty interesting, this card. And then it looks like the last archetype we have here is Preta Plants. Oh, also, I did bring up Gimmick Puppets in the video. I said I don't know if they will go with Gimmick Puppets. It's dark archetype. It makes perfect sense for the pack. The only questionable thing here is if Gimmick Puppets are going to be likable. If Konami feels like Gimmick Puppets are going to be profitable enough with just the fan base to really make it worth printing new support, and they thought it was worth, so here we go. And the last one here is Preta Plants. I brought up this one as well. I feel like I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I went for a clean sweep on this one, which is awesome. So we have Preta Plant, Trefiovertum, probably not saying that right, but we got a 3k beater. It's a level 9 Dark Plant Fusion Effect monster. He takes any 3 dark monsters on the field, promoting super polymerization being played in this deck even more. You can actually rip 3 dark monsters off your opponent's field instead of 2 now, which is pretty nuts. Or you can rip 2 and use one of your monsters as the last material as well, so whatever. His second and third effects are hard once per turns. Gains attack equal to the combined original attack of all other monsters on the field with Preta Plant counters. Okay. If this card was fusion summoned, when your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters from the extra deck, you can negate that special summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. So once per turn, you can just negate a summon. Wow, that's pretty strong. And then the third effect says, if your opponent controls a monster with a Preta Plant counter, you can special summon this card from the graveyard in defense mode. Holy crap, it gets fucking recursion. Wow, this card's pretty crazy. I mean, it does take 3 monsters, so that is the tough part, is you're probably using a fusion spell with 3 monsters, so you're kind of putting 4 monsters into this, but you could just be winning the duel if you summon this. This card is pretty insane. It comes back every turn. As long as your opponent controls them, as long as you just keep putting Preta Plant counters, Predator counters on your opponent's monsters, you can just bring him back every turn. So, pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say any of this support is bad. I think this card's really powerful. This card's really powerful and not too bad to make. This guy's interesting. We'll see what the rest of the support is. I don't know too much about Earthbound, so he could be decent. I don't know. And then this card's definitely a bump up, an improvement for the deck as a whole already. So, guys, let me know what you think. We have the 5 archetypes. We have Bakura's, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the Destiny board deck. We have Evil Heroes with Jaden. We have Earthbound Immortals with the main villain from that arc. I don't even know who he is. Gimmick Puppets, don't know who plays that. And we have Preta Plants for that one, I think, purple dude in, what was it, Arc V? I don't even know. I don't know the characters. I have to look them up because I didn't watch past GX, so I don't know. Or I didn't watch like past halfway through Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, so I don't even know. But here we go, guys. I'm actually pretty pumped. This is a pretty good lineup here. I'm really excited to see what other support we get for the next Duelist pack. So thank you so much for watching the video. As I usually say, if you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more stuff from me in the future. As soon as news is dropping, as soon as I'm available to do it, I'm making videos, which usually is just if I'm asleep or coming home from work. It's literally all it is. I usually hop on the video as soon as that. So, guys, again, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Peace.